All right, welcome to our Wednesday night call. This is one of my favorite calls to host. My name is Jody Scheibe, and I'm coming to you from sunny and very warm San Diego, California. It is so good to see all you. I see some new friends. I see some old friends. What's up, Goldie? Everyone wave. Brenda, I see you. Amy, I see you. It looks like you got some flowers or something in your hand. What's up, Zach? What's up, Scott? What's up, Riss? I love seeing your beautiful faces. If you are new to Zoom, I mean, come on, let's be honest. Who's new to Zoom after COVID? No one. Scott's new to Zoom. We know what Zoom is, but if you can put your cameras on, meaning, you're dressed, it's appropriate, it's all like family friendly and safe, put them on. I love to see your beautiful faces. It energizes me, and it's so great to see. Speaking of your beautiful faces, in the chat box, what's up from Oklahoma, Zach? Why doesn't everybody put where they are dialing in from tonight? Let's see how many states we can get. Woohoo! We got Scott in Utah. We got Iowa's in the house with Claudia. Leanne, so great to talk to you today. Coming from Indiana. We've got Washington. We've got Florida. We've got, another Florida, Illinois, Massachusetts. Do we have any Canadians on the call? I always like to see if we bust out of the continental US. Sometimes we get the Hawaiians on too, which is not continental. Let's see, Nevada. Awesome. For those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Jody. I am a mom of three teenagers, but my son very nicely reminded me today that he's almost 20. So I can't keep saying that. And my jaw, right, Becca, my jaw dropped. And I'm like, how is it that I'm going to have a 20-year-old? I can't even believe it. And I have been drinking and sharing ketones now for a little over 4 years. And I love hosting this call because it's a kind of a combination about all the things. Like, how many of you in the chat, put in the chat so I can kind of see where we're at, have never tried ketones? Somebody invited you to this call. You might be a little wary, you might be a little skeptical. Where you at? Jordan, nice to meet you. That was me 4 years ago. Ben, nice to meet you. Claudia, nice to meet you. EJ, nice to meet you. Leanne, nice to meet you. So 4 years ago, I saw a Facebook Live, and I saw this crazy, energetic mom, right, shaking up a packet of powder and putting it in water and ice and telling everyone she's putting her body in ketosis. And I'm like, what in the world is she talking about? I thought you had to do a strict keto diet. Did anyone else think that? Did anyone else try the keto diet? I thought, oh my gosh, I tried that keto diet. That was really hard. You guys see, at the time, I had just turned 40 when I found this product, and I was really starting to chase energy. I was the mom that would wake up in the morning going, all right, today's going to be an awesome day. By 2 p.m., I was reaching for coffee. I was reaching for the third cup of coffee. I was drinking some energy drinks. I was eating a lot of carbs, and I literally, like, the pantry called my name past 8 p.m. Jody, come eat me. It would be the chips and the crackers, right? And I wasn't sleeping very well. That's kind of where I was at. And as I'm watching this live on ketones, and here's what you're going to learn tonight. You're going to learn, what are they? Why would you drink them? How to best drink them? What they can help with? How you can never pay full price. How many of you guys like that idea? Or how you can get them for free. You're going to hear some awesome stories on the product. You're going to hear some stories about some people in our community. I love discounts too. We call them free tones. They're ketones, but they can be free. I'm just going to let you know. So 4 years ago, I was at that place where I was like, I don't understand why I feel this way, right? So curiosity got the best of me. I got some packets of ketones, shook them up and drank them. And I was like, holy cow. It was like a light switch went on in my body. So I'm going to get a little geeky here. Is that okay with you guys? Are there any fellow science geeky people on the call? I loved school. Did anyone else love school? No, some of you, I know. I have 3 children, like I said. One of them, total nerd like me. The other one, I'm praying he makes it through high school. Let's just say that, okay? I got the nerd going to law school. I got the other one who wants to drop out of high school. So I get it, right? So I am the nerd. And see, your body can run off two fuel sources, glucose and ketones. And most of us haven't had ketones in our body or been in ketosis. By the way, that's what ketones, being in ketosis means you have ketones in your body. Okay. Most of us have not been in ketosis since we were born, right? Unless you're following a very strict keto diet, which, by the way, that's extremely high fat, very low carbohydrates. Like even too much broccoli would be too many carbohydrates. So forget the crackers, forget the wine, forget the beer, forget the piece of anything with carbohydrates if you're doing a keto diet. So most of us haven't been in ketosis for a long time. I actually played around with the keto diet. I saw some people in the chat put it again if you did the keto diet and how that was for you. I think Becca said it is hard. It is hard. You did, Leanne. That's right. And Leanne actually lost 50 pounds doing it. But guess what? She did it the hard way. Not saying that's the wrong way. I'm just looking. She's nodding. She's like, yes, that was the hard way. Now there is a legit biohack. You can shake up ketones. These are bioidentical to what your own liver would make. We got lots of people holding up packets. By the way, if you're on this call and you are drinking ketones, put in the chat what benefits you have been experiencing. Let's share the goodness here. So you can now just shake them up, biohack your body. By the way, these were originally formulated for Navy SEALs. I mean, mic drop, enough said. I mean, that should be enough to have you say, okay, I'm trying them, right? So biohack for better energy, better focus, better mood. No joke. My husband said I'm a nicer mom and a nicer person drinking ketones. Better mood, better focus, better sleep, better muscle preservation, and a very good tool for fat loss. So we're going to touch on all that. I love this. More energy, fat burning. I have better moods and patience. Focus, bye-bye brain fog, appetite suppression. You have energy without coffee. So let me get this really clear too. You do not have to follow a keto diet to drink ketones. If you want to follow more of a low carb diet, and here's what you're going to find. You're going to find as you put this fuel source, that's what it is, as you put this fuel source into your body, you don't crave the carbs and sugar like you would ordinarily. So most people's diets, if you can relate to this and this happened to you, put it in the chat. Susan down 54 pounds. So most people start drinking ketones. My husband was one of them. He said, Jody, fine, I'll try whatever's making you so nice. True story. Okay. I'll try what's making you so nice. But he said, I don't want to change my diet and I don't want to start exercising. He lost 30 pounds drinking this daily because he stopped craving carbs and sugar. So it is the single best tool for fat loss. Most people shake one up in the morning with water and ice, shake it up, drink it, and maybe wait to eat till you're hungry. By the way, that's a pro tip to aid for fat loss. It does something called intermittent fasting. Have you guys heard of IF? It's kind of all over right now. And ketones, they suppress your appetite. They're a great appetite suppressant, and they do not break your fast. I'll repeat that. You can drink them in the morning and then wait to have your first meal. And you are then intermittent fasting and you're going to feel amazing. Some people choose to add a second packet in the afternoon. Today is a 2 packet. All right, maybe 3 for me. I've been going all day. Woke up to a leak in my bathroom, woke up to my dryer not working, had a baseball game, had all of the things. This might be my 3rd packet, and that's okay. Ketones are water soluble. You can't OD on ketones. You'll pee out whatever your body doesn't use or uptake. So some people shake up a second packet in the afternoon. Being in ketosis is a fat burning state, right? So it's very important to stay hydrated. I highly recommend, if you are going a little bit more low carb or you're brand new to ketones, that you pick up our Mitoplex hydration packets. They're awesome. They're way better than normal electrolytes. I hate to even call them electrolytes. These have a lot of different ingredients that will help keep you hydrated, including some vitamin D, including some creatine, and they're formulated specifically to pair with our nat ketones. By the way, if you guys can put questions in the chat as I go too. This product by Pruvit, this Keto OS Nat, holds many, many patents. I think it's like 16. These are the only bioidentical ketones to what your own body would make. And that's very, very important. It's kind of like a lock and key. So if you have a key that goes into a lock, but it's not perfect for that lock, it's not going to turn it or open it. It may fit in, but it's not going to turn it and open the door. So unless you're putting something bioidentical in your body, then it's not going to work. So these are the only ones. Like I said, the product itself has been around for 10, 11 years. It's been available to the public through our company Pruvit for the past 5, 6 years. No, there's not the amount of creatine, Jordan. That's a great question. I drink 2 to 3 Mitoplex a day in the summer. I work out. I need a lot of hydration. My kids are all athletes. They drink Mitoplex. It is a great product. I'm going to go over just 2 more supporting products. And then my friend Scott has got an amazing story to share. Okay. Most people ask, how do I get started? Is anyone wondering that? How do I get started? Lynn's nodding her head. Well, usually I tell people this is the best way to get started. It's our Drink Ketone Challenge. It's 20 packets. It's a variety of packets. By the way, anything you pick up from someone's link, whoever invited you to this call, it's backed by a money back guarantee. For the skeptics, because I saw a lot of them on there and that was me, the company backs whatever you're going to try and drink. So this is a great price for new customers. A lot of people start with this. However, we're having some Christmas in July sales. Who likes the sales? I saw the people in the beginning. Who likes Christmas in July? So maybe you're sitting on this call and you're like, I'm going to dive in and my husband wants to dive in with me. I would recommend our summer heat pack. It's 3 boxes of our 3 of our most popular flavors, and it's 30% off right now. 30% off. So that's a great way for you and your best friend, you and your husband. Or if you're sitting on this call and you have some big goals, you want to lose 20 pounds, you want to lose 40 pounds, you want to give this a real big commitment, this is the best deal for you to get started with and have enough product to see where this can take you. Great question. Jessica asked, is this hard on your liver at all? The ketogenic diet can be a little bit hard on your organs over time. Drinking ketones is not. They are water soluble. So they're not hard on your liver. You can drink them with 1 kidney. You can drink them with no gallbladder, unlike the keto diet. So it's very, very different. We're talking about drinking your way into ketosis rather than doing the diet to hope your liver makes ketones and hope you can sustain those macros to have them keep making ketones. So my last favorite product I just want to talk to you about is, how many of you are looking for like post-workout or dessert in the evening or more of a mini meal replacement? Ketones are not a meal replacement. They're just a fuel source. They're a way to put you into ketosis. However, we have a proton. It's got ketones, protein, MCTs. I mix it with unsweetened almond milk, and it's amazing. It's amazing as a dessert. If you're on this Zoom and sleep is one of the things you're really looking for as a benefit, I recommend picking up a challenge box of Keto Nat, our mainstay ketones, and a Keto OS Pro for the evening. This will help release the ketones a little slower, and it's going to help with sleep. Not a meal replacement on the ketones, but I know a lot of people use the Keto OS Pro with unsweetened almond milk. Some people throw in fruit. This is a dark chocolate. If you are not eating low carb or not eating keto, which is not required, by the way, you could blend a banana if you wanted to into the dark chocolate, just different ways to make it. So that's a great question. So someone was asking about lupus, which is an autoimmune. On our Pruvit Facebook page, we have doctors that go live every week and they categorize the topics. Lupus, autoimmune, big toeitis, whatever it is you're dealing with, will be categorized on there. But Badfish1018, I love your username. I would just ask you this question: how's your energy? How's your mood? Could you use better focus? Could you use better sleep? And are you looking for either fat loss or muscle preservation? Then ketones can benefit you. Hopefully that makes sense. So I have my good friend Scott D. Henry on this call tonight, and I invited him to kind of just share his. Yes, I'm looking at you. It's so good to see you. Welcome home. He was on the most fabulous vacation lately. I was watching him from afar. But you guys, let me just say, one of the most beautiful things about our community, whether you decide to join as a customer or you decide to join our community as a promoter, and I'm going to touch on that later in this call, is truly the people you meet. It is truly the faces. I'm looking at so many faces on here that I never would have met, Riss and Ange, for this community, not being this community. But Scott, do you want to do kind of like interview style back and forth? That would be really fun.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight.
What is up, everyone? This is great. I'm not a science guy. I'm very, very simple-minded. So, for me, it's like I drink it and it works and it feels really good. So I just keep drinking it. So that's as simple as I can put it. But yeah, let's do a Q&A. I'm Scott D. Henry, for those who don't know me. You might know my work from TikTok by like my goofy laugh. Sometimes I cry. Or I've I was also on a TV show on Tough as Nails. Here's my belt. I won it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. But yeah, let's ask away, Jody.
All right, cool. Well, maybe you could just start by saying like what made you curious, how long you've been drinking them, and I know you had some dramatic shifts in what like your diet used to look like to what it looked like now. And by the way, oh, Tiffany says you're the reason she's on here. That's awesome. By the way, I've heard you mention it might have been your secret weapon on that show to win that show. I'm just saying.
Could have been.
I could have been, but so go ahead and just share like your experience on the product, what life was like kind of before. I know you were skeptical too, and then kind of like how your life changed as you started drinking the product.
Yeah, I was very skeptical. I have worked construction my whole life, and so a year ago is when I started ketones. A year ago, I was in, I can't believe it's been a year, crazy year. It's awesome. I was in North Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota, working on a project. Um, I was, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with how I looked. Wasn't happy with how I felt. Wasn't happy living in a hotel room my whole life, missing my family. I had gone through 2 divorces. I struggled with a lot of things. And so finally, I was just kind of like talking to one of my coworkers, and I was like, "Dude, I have had it. Like, I don't feel good. I feel tired all the time. Like, I could feel my heart. Like every time I walked, my heart was beating like I don't know how many beats per minute, but a lot. I'm not medical. I already said that. um, but I said to him, I said, I gotta do something for my body. I feel gross. I'm gonna do the keto diet again. I had done it like 4 years prior. It was miserable. Trying to do the keto diet in a hotel room is almost impossible because all you do is eat out. If you have a stovetop in your hotel room, you're just lucky. So my keto diet consisted of buying a rotisserie chicken in the morning and eat that throughout the day. Like that's awful. That's the worst type of keto diet, but like that's what I would do, and I would work out. But today I did run 1.5 miles. Let's go. I actually worked out today for the first time in a while. I'm on a mission. Anyway, thanks, Rebecca. Yeah, so I mentioned to my coworker, I was like, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do the keto diet, and he was like, my buddy Cody, he's awesome. He's got this big. He honestly sounds like Darth Vader in person. He was like, well, my wife, she does this thing. You put these powder into water, you shake it up, drink it, and it puts you into ketosis. I was like, no, bull crap. I legit, my answer to him was, that's bull crap. No, it's a lie. It doesn't work. I've done the keto diet. I know how hard it is to get into ketosis. You're a liar. And he goes, no, I promise. She's been drinking it for a while and it's working. You should do it. If I have her send you some, will you try it? I said, yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it to prove it wrong. That was my mindset. I will try it and I'll show you that you can't just drink these little packets of powder, put it in the water, and all of a sudden you're into ketosis. Bull crap, liar. So his wife sent me some, and I still remember the video I made. I was like out to prove it wrong. I went and loaded up on a bunch of Taco Bell because I was like, if I eat a bunch of garbage, there's no way my body will show I'm in ketosis. So I ate a bunch of garbage, a bunch of burritos and nachos and delicious stuff that's really bad for you. And then I drank the ketones, timed it. Half hour later, I did the little pee strip, and lo and behold, I'm in ketosis. And even then, I was like, bull crap, it just tricks your body. Like, all it does is go to your urine and say it changes the pee strip. It's a lie. But I kept drinking it, and I vividly remember, like, it was 2 or 3 days later in the morning. I'm a superintendent. I was a superintendent for a long time. So I would get to the job site way before everybody else. I would fuel up the equipment, and make sure that the job site was ready for when my crew came in, they could just go to work. I remember I was sitting next to the excavator. My fuel pump was I was fueling up the excavator. And at that time, normally I was sipping on my second White Monster of the day. I would buy 3 in the morning. I would pound one on my way to work, and then I would sip on one while I was fueling up my equipment. Super, super healthy. Well, this morning I woke up, I had drank my ketones. I didn't have an energy drink, and I was fueling up this excavator. And I remember thinking, why do I feel really good this morning? Like, why is everything just like, I feel good. I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel like I'm about to fall asleep sitting here fueling up the excavator. I just feel good. And I feel focused, and it just was literally like the mental clarity and the focus. It's not a joke. It's for sure a real thing that if you drink it and you're consistent with it, it'll kick in, and you're all of a sudden going to feel like, why do I feel good? And I vividly remember that morning, and I was like, okay, this stuff's cool. Fast forward a year, I haven't had an energy drink. I'm still drinking ketones. I get to share it with a lot of people. And yeah, I say, and I don't know that maybe this is all in my head, but I shared this with Jody and a few other people. I drank it throughout Tough as Nails. Yeah, almost no one knows this. A week and a half before I went to start filming for Tough as Nails, I blew out my MCL. It didn't heal my MCL. This isn't like a miracle. It healed my MCL. It hurt every day, like going through the challenges and fighting through every single day, because a lot of people don't know when you're filming a TV show. Yeah, when it's on TV, it was like 10 weeks long. Filming it was 4 weeks, and filming every single day, challenges every single day. So we would do an individual challenge one day, we would do a team challenge the next day, individual one day, team challenge the next day, no breaks, no recovery time. Your body is exhausted, you're hurting. But I drank ketones every day, and no one else did. And I honestly felt like I recovered faster, and I wasn't as sore, and I had more energy, and I had more focus, and I won the show. That's so like, I think it's unbelievable. I love it. And that's my story. I've seen it help so many people. My dad has drank it. He actually called me today. My dad was like, do you have any more Swiss cacao? And I said, Dad, that's gross. But yeah, I have some more Swiss cacao for you, because he loves it. I think it's putrid, but he wants it. So I'm going to send my dad more Swiss cacao, because he's down to 27 pounds. My sister Lindsay drinks it. My brother Dan drinks it. And so many people on this call, I've seen so many people benefit from it. And I've had so many messages of people saying, thank you for sharing it. So as much hate as I get for it, as much as people want to bash me for sharing something on TikTok or selling a product, I tell people all the time, in my office alone right now where I am, I have a couple dozen things that people have sent me to sell on my social media. I don't do it because I don't believe in them. I believe in ketones. I believe they've helped me. I believe they've helped my family. I've seen it help plenty of other people. It's not this magical miracle powder that's going to all of a sudden give you a 6-pack. It's not. It doesn't all of a sudden make you ripped. So if you've watched my Instagram today, I've gotten lazy. I've eaten a bunch of crap. I have gotten lazy with not taking my ketones. That's on me. It's not the product. I have started a 60-hour reboot today. Yeah, and Jody's holding it up. and I'm so excited to get going. I'm on a mission. I'm on an absolute mission right now to prove to myself that a 41-year-old guy can drink ketones, can work out, can eat a little bit better, and can get a six-pack. That's like, I didn't say that on Instagram, but that's my goal, is to gain a six-pack. I'm 41 years old. I'm going to prove it to myself that I can do it. So we're going to see how that goes. And that's my mission. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. There's nothing anyone can say to take that from me because it's my experience.
I love it. I'll touch on the 60-hour reboot and why it's a great kickstart. But okay, I have to ask because people are dying to know. I know they are. So obviously Swiss cacao is not your favorite flavor. I could just tell that, you know.
How did you guess?
I just had a little inkling, but I'm curious, like the new kiwi lime that dropped today, by the way, a new flavor dropped today. I have had it. It's delicious. It's still available. Get it. It's light, crisp, refreshing, not super sweet. So that's available today. But Scott, dying to know, I think I know, dying to know, what's your favorite flavor?
My favorite flavor is and has been since like early on mango tango. It's
so good.
Good. It's so good, and it's not available right now, but I've got some. I've got my own supply. I've got supply. And also what isn't available are these delicious things that I have.
My gosh.
I've got 23 of them now down in my fridge. They're going to last me until Pruvit's restocked. Let's go, Keto Ups. This is just the bubbly version of ketones, and it's delicious.
It is. It's carbonated, and we're actually doing our own facilities. So we took the manufacturing into our own kind of hands during COVID because we were kind of tired of some delays. So it's coming back. But I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get from San Diego to Utah, but I'm coming. I'm coming for that toucan tango. Yeah, I'm super jealous. If you like mango, this new kiwi lime, I think you'd really like it too. It's really, really refreshing.
I tried one today. It was
good. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Really, really good. But all right, Scott, I may ping back to you, but I love your story. And I know some people were raising their hands. I saw a girl in the chat. My friend Pam lost 7.5 inches doing this 60-hour keto reboot system. They are still available through tonight, I believe. And it's a 2-day assisted fasting kit where everything's in the box. You drink something every few hours, ketones, bone broth, electrolytes, but you don't eat actual food. If that sounds scary, it's really not. And it's the single best way to jumpstart after a vacation like Scott, to jumpstart if you've got some fat loss goals. This is a great tool. I suggest when you grab the challenge kit, you add the reboot, you get a discount, and that's a great way to get started. So, you know, I always say people usually fall into one of 3 categories. There's 3 different types of people. So person number 1 is, hey, this sounds amazing. What Scott says, I want that. I want to feel awesome and not be tired. I want to feel focused. I have some goals. I want to prove that I can too get the 6-pack. Maybe that, I mean, I'm working on that too, actually recommitted to it. So, so person number 1 is a customer. Maybe you start with the challenge kit, bundle it with the reboot. Maybe you're going to grab the 30% off summer heat pack. The person who invited you to this call is going to have the links for that. Or maybe you're just dying to try kiwi lime because that's still available. Maybe you want the proton. Anyway, person number 1, you are a customer. You have the option of doing something called subscribe and save when you put your order in. That is our customer loyalty program. It's called Smart Chip. And when you're on Smart Chip, you get 22% off any product you continue to order every month. You can edit the products. You can cancel it at any time. It's totally in your control. So that's person number 1. You're a customer. You may put something on Smart Chip. When you're on that loyalty program, by the way, you're receiving it discounted every month. You're also receiving a free box, free mystery flavor of ketones for every 4th month you run your Smart Chip. So that's person number 1. Okay. Then there's person number 2. This is where the free stuff comes in. You're a customer. You're ordering something. You locked something in on your Smart Chip that you're in control of, and you can change and cancel at any time. And then you send your customer link to your mom or your sister or your best friend and your neighbor. And if 2 people use your customer link and they're also on that loyalty program called Smart Chip, then yours are free every single month. I'm missing some good stuff in the chat right now. I'm trying to multitask, but you guys are cracking me up. So that's person number 2. That's when you start getting free ketones as a customer, right? Then there's person number 3. Maybe you're sitting on this call, Leanne, I see you, and you're thinking, wait a second, I know way more than 2 people who would be interested in feeling better right now. Or you're like me going, I know more than 2 people, but I'm a stay-at-home mom who's looking for a way to provide some extra income for my family. And that's when we talk about becoming a brand builder or promoter here with our Pruvit a company in our organization. And that's kind of what Scott made the leap into doing. And I can't even imagine, like, for some of you probably have questions like, do I have to be on TikTok to be a promoter? Do I have to be on social media? Does it cost money every month? Do I have to have experience? So I'm just going to spend the next kind of 10 or so minutes going over what it looks like to be a promoter in our community. And we've got my friend Amber is going to share. She's like the craziest, busiest mom. And if she can do this, anyone can. But yeah, who wouldn't want better mood or energy or focus or fat loss or sleep? I started drinking ketones, like I said, and I literally couldn't stop talking about them. I wanted to get them for free, for sure. I quickly realized that it was more than my sister and my mom who wanted information. I'm a little bit opposite of Scott in that I wasn't on TikTok. I didn't have Instagram. I had 100 whopping Facebook friends, but guess what? It doesn't take that to share this product. I just want to make that really clear. A lot of us start without social media. A lot of us have social media, but we follow a really simple system of attracting, connecting, and then helping people experience and enroll. It's called ACE, attract, connect, and enroll. Scott gets to attract on a really fun platform. I mean, if he could just say hi as Enrique, that would be really cool too tonight. So he gets to attract a lot on TikTok and Instagram. The way I attracted when I decided I wanted to share this is, how many of you have a friend in your cell phone that you could text right now and say, I just got off this Zoom. Have you ever heard of drinking ketones? That is a way to share this conversation. That is how I started sharing it. So there's so many different ways that you can attract. And as a community, we have a system to help you find the way that is authentic to you. Getting on TikTok, now I'm there, but 4 years ago, that wasn't authentic. It wasn't what I was comfortable with. And I see some people on here like, oh, social media, no, that's okay. Every one of us has a friend or 2 or 3 or 10 in our phone that we could text the question to and say, have you ever heard of drinking ketones?
Did somebody say my name? I heard someone ask for Enrique, and here I am.
So I wanted to ask.
I knew you were here for me to talk to you, and so I will talk to you and say hello. Hola.
Hola. I wanted to know, Enrique, what's
it? Enrique.
Enrique, what's your favorite part about being our community?
The community is that everybody is like a familia, everybody is like, hey, Enrique, let's dance, and I'm party, and I'm always ready. I drink my ketones and I'm ready to go. Actually, when I have my ketones, I almost have too much energies, and it is difficult to handle me because I am already on fire, I'm sorry.
No,
Sometimes I am a little much, but thank you for joining me on my lives. I mean, this is not a live, no?
This is recorded for the whole world to see.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Bueno. Sometimes my favorite flavors are all the flavors. They're all good, except for Swiss cacao. I have to agree with Scott on that one. It's awful. It is terrible. It's asqueroso. It tastes like vomit. Is that how you say it in English? I think it's terrible. A lot of people loves it. Scott's papa, he loves it. I don't know why. I love the mango tango because it reminds me of the dance, Let's go.
I love it. And I want to thank you, Scott. I just wanted to show people, like, this is more than just a money business. This is a people This is a people community where we get together, we have Zooms, we have events, we have fun stuff, we have fun. So if you're just looking for people to have fun with, you found your home. I want to just kind of hammer that here. I think this past year we've been a little bit more isolated, right, than most. And I can tell you, this has been my saving grace. So we have the simple system, right? Attract, connect, enroll. We have a yearly promoter fee. Remember, we're talking about person number 3 here. So I just want to put some ideas in your head. It's $49 to start a business here. 49 bucks for the whole year. That's it. There's no monthly fees. You have your own business for $49, which means you got tax write-offs. Just want to add that. I'm not your accountant, but it actually helps. And then you have some options on some ways to get started to launch your business that you actually profit off of. How great would it be if you got your hands on some discounted trial packs of ketones that you could sell and ask your friends to test drive and give you their opinion? That's how our promoter packs work. We have 2 different ones. They come at a big discount and they help you launch your business. So keep putting questions into the chat. I invited my friend Amber to kind of share. She started out as person number 1, right? A customer. She put something on SmartShip. She drank ketones. She had an amazing experience. And then she's like, I know more people than 2 people, or I think this could be something I could do. And she's been part of our community as a promoter here with Pruvit for, I don't even remember, Amber, how long has it been now? Not 8, 9 months, 10 months? Where are you at? Where's my Amber?
I see her.
I'm right here. Did you want me to talk now or just wait?
Yes. I was just saying, I'd love
Okay.
for you to share your, like, what your experience has been like as a promoter in this business. It's not something you really saw yourself doing. And it just kind of happened. And I just kind of share with people what that's been like. You're a busy mom, kind of share your story. I'd love to hear it on the business.
Awesome. Thanks for the invite, Jody. And I love being on a call with Scott. He always cracks me up and puts me in a better mood. But I've been drinking and sharing ketones for 9 months, and it's not something I ever imagined doing. I'm a busy mom. I have 6 kids. My youngest are twins. They're 16-year-old identical boys, and they are crazy. Life is crazy. Just trying to keep up with them. But I love sharing my experience with ketones and with Pruvit, and here's why. About 1.5 years ago, or a little over a year ago, I weighed 100 pounds more than I do today. And I spent most of my day in my bed trying to be a mom to 6 kids. And I did this for 12 years. Absolutely had no energy, was miserable, didn't want to leave my house unless I absolutely had to. In fact, when the kids had like a concert, I would always go in late, sneak in the back door, leave early, sneak out the back door, because I was embarrassed about the way I looked, and I was embarrassed for my kids to have to say, oh, that's my mom, she's huge. Yeah. But that's all in my head. I really was struggling with no energy and no desire to just get out of bed and function. So I did see the ketones on TikTok. It's where I saw them, and I saw them on a day where I was feeling pretty crappy and decided just to buy 5 of them. I was super skeptical. I thought, I don't know, Scott. I don't know about Scott. He might be blowing out some steam. Who knows? But I'm going to try it anyways. But I was super skeptical, and I immediately started losing weight just drinking it. I had been on a weight loss journey and had lost about 50 pounds, but then hit a 5-month stall where I couldn't lose weight. I was eating in a calorie deficit and not able to lose weight. And the ketones really resolved that for me. I immediately started losing weight. And not only that, my energy level, I was able to function. Each day was a little bit better than the day before. And I soon found myself spending most of my day out of my bed and really being okay with talking to people and being out in public. A few weeks after drinking it, I thought, all right, I want to share this. It's not something I'm comfortable with. First of all, I didn't like to talk to anybody. I didn't like to leave my house, let alone talk to anybody. Like having a conversation with a stranger was super scary for me when I started. And, but I found something that literally changed my life. And so I thought, I can't keep this to myself. I've got to share it with people because it could be the answer for them that I was searching for, all those 12 years. So I immediately reluctantly signed up to be a promoter, and I'm so thankful that I did, because not only have I shrunk, I have literally changed everything about me. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy going out in public. I enjoy being part of this amazing community of Pruvit. And what you'll find out if you decide to become part of the community is that everyone is really positive. Everyone looks for the good in people. Everybody wants to help other people. It's a pretty amazing place to be. And I love every minute of it. I have made some money promoting ketones, and I'm not money motivated. So I'm more motivated by helping other people, like being the answer for them that I desperately so needed. And a big turning point for me was when my doctor thanked me for sharing ketones with her. She sent me this message and said, I want to thank you for sharing ketones with me because it's changed my life. I'm able to be better at my job and a better mom. She's a single mom, and she's lost almost 50 pounds now drinking the ketones. But more than that, her favorite part of drinking ketones is the mental clarity. She says that when she's at work, she's able to do her work more efficiently because she's better focused and her brain fog is gone. And so she can get all of her work done at work. She can close the door and then go home and be a mom instead of going home and doing all of her charting and all of her emailing. So that was huge to me to know that a year ago, I was laying in bed desperately wanting something. And then for me to have the opportunity to share it with my doctor, that was just crazy nuts for me. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But some super exciting things financially that have happened since I've joined the business. My daughter's getting married in 2 months, and that would have been scary financially. Like, what the heck? How are we going to pay for everything? I didn't have to be scared. I had money saved. We're able to pay for her dress, for the venue, for everything that needs to be paid for because we had money in the bank, which was the first time, relying on my husband's salary. He's super cheap. If you follow me on TikTok, you would know that about him. I always do funny videos about that, but it's because we had a lot of kids and we needed to save money for them to be able to participate in activities. So I've also earned a car with the company, which is exciting as well. I've never driven a nice car. I've always driven a beater. So I'm driving a nice car. I'm paying for my daughter's wedding. We're literally leaving for Hawaii in the morning because my son lives there. I've never been to Hawaii. I've always had a desire to go, but I'm literally paying our way to Hawaii, and we're going to be there for a week, spending the time with my oldest son. And that's just super exciting. It's something that I never would have imagined being able to do and provide. So I just want to say my life has completely changed, and my mission is to change other people's lives the way mine has been impacted. So thank you, Jody, for letting me share tonight. I really appreciate it. And I'll turn the time back over to you.
I mean, every time I hear you share, first of all, I had no idea you were going to Hawaii. I didn't know about the wedding. And it kind of hit me right here because I'm super motivated by helping people too. But I'm going to be real. I used to lay in bed and really worry about what bill was going to hit my family. We were on one income in San Diego, and I remember having to call our church and ask them for scholarships because I really wanted our 3 kids to go to Hume Lake and have that church camp experience. And it was 300, 700 times 3. There was no way we could do that. And it was the most humbling experience for me. And I also had 3 kids coming up into getting driver's licenses and needing help with cars and college. And we had no savings because, I was home with the kids, and, I didn't really want to trade the time for money. I wanted to be home with my kids. That's just what was on my heart, but it's really, really difficult. And life gets really expensive. So I know, Becca, I know your story too. You needed $400 to heat your place. You were a mom who couldn't heat her place, and you were looking for that. So Amber, as you're speaking, for me, my family's life has been changed by the opportunity for me to have an avenue to create some income for my family. I'm able to put my son through college now. He'll start his sophomore year. He leaves in 3.5 weeks. I'm not counting down. Every day it sucks, but I'm able to like put him through that school that he deserves to go to because he got in. And I was able to send my kids to that church camp the following year and help other people's kids go. And so that's been the most rewarding thing for me. It's been freeing, and I can't like thank this community enough for everything it's given to me. I mentioned that I mentioned today, I think I was talking to you, Leanne, that we have amazing fun get-togethers. Our next community event, it's our first in-person event, is in Louisville, Kentucky, August 20th. So if you can get there, it's going to be amazing, whether you're interested in hearing Andy Grammer sing or listening to Joseph McClendon III do some personal development. It's very, very little about selling or ketones. I just want to preface that. There's some science, but it's really about being that best version of yourself. Ryan Holiday is speaking, being that best version.
Henry might be there.
Scott D. Henry will be there. Amber Horn will be there. I got my list of people who are coming. I know Riss and Ange will be there. I see a lot of people. Coach Becca will be there. We're all going to be there. And look, whether you are sitting on here scared and nervous about starting the product, get back with the person who invited you this call because they want to lock arms with you. Or maybe you saw a little bit of yourself in Amber's story or my story or Scott's story. And you're like, well, what if I could do this and make that extra $100 a month to have a nice dinner out with my husband? Or what if I could start that savings account for my kid going to college? What if, right? I was so scared and nervous. I didn't want to be, I'm just going to say it, I didn't want to be the person that sells anything. I don't know if you guys can relate. And someone asked me, do you feel like you have to, in the chat, do you feel like you have to keep like bombarding people? No, we use a very simple, authentic system. You get to decide how you want to attract people into the conversation. I wear this shirt. It says Keto Strong. People stop me every single day. I don't even have to say a word. And they say, oh my gosh, are you doing that keto diet? I've done it for 3 weeks. It's hard. How are you doing it? And I say, oh, I don't do the diet. I drink ketones. If I text you a video, would you check it out? We have the tools, we have the videos. You don't have to be the science expert. You don't have to be the one giving all the information. So if you're sitting on this call and you're like, what if I'm person number 3, like get back with the person who invited you and say, I'm scared and nervous, but what if? Will you lock arms with me? And they'll lock arms with you and go over the different options to get started. I also want to let you guys know we do this call every Wednesday. So whether you're a customer wanting to invite your mom and your sister and get free ketones, you can invite people to this call every Wednesday. If you want to launch a business and you're thinking about doing something within our community, you can use this call to help with your business. So this is a standing call, and oh my gosh, Amber, I'm so excited for your trip. I'm so excited for the wedding. Scott, I can't wait to see you in Louisville. Keep crushing it with the reboot, and just get back to the person who invited you to this call. Just get back. And even if you're not sure where you're at, tell them that, because I'm telling you, if someone reached out to invite you to this call, they care. They care about you, they care about your health, and they care about your life, and they want to impact that. So reach out to the person who invited you this call. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, everyone, for taking.
Can I say one more quick thing?
Yes.
Sorry, Amber, something Amber said resonated with me about being money motivated. She's not, I'm not, Jody's not. We actually just want to help people. This is something that I was taking for myself. It was helping me. I've seen it help Amber. Like Amber's story, she's probably super frustrated with me because I'm a stubborn hardhead sometimes, but just seeing her story should be enough motivation for me to keep sharing it and to keep believing in it. And I do very, very much, but sometimes I'm stubborn and hard-headed and get nervous to share because I get a lot of flack for it. I get a lot of hate, but that just to hear Amber share and to see where her family's going and what she's doing is amazing, and I love it. So not money motivated. I am motivated by Amber's story and all the other stories that I hear of people being helped by this product. So That's it.
And that's so powerful, Scott, because you and I have talked a lot about it. Like, other people are always going to have an opinion. They are. It doesn't matter what we do in life. Like, you could be talking about a hat you like and someone's not going to like it, right? So if you can let us help you care more about helping people than caring about what other people think of you, that's really what we want. And that's how we're going to change lives. And yes, it is, you can be scared and nervous. And I'm just proud of you, Scott, because I don't know what it's like to have that big of a following, right? And because you have that, you're going to get more opinions, and people are funny, right? They'll root for you when you're down in life, but not so much sometimes when you're up, or sometimes it's vice versa. It doesn't matter. But the fact that your dad is able to golf with you, the fact that I have goosebumps, the fact that your sister's having that story, the fact that you have that, the fact that Amber's life has changed because you shared. Like, who else on this call is going to be speaking in 6 months, sharing how their life is changed because Amber invited them, because Coach Becca invited them, because Riss invited them? Who else is going to be that next person? The ripple effect is endless. I can't wait to see who's going to be the next person with that story. So thank you. Thank you, Scott. Is there anything I missed? You can close it out. Yelling from the rooftops. That's right. All right, you guys, sending so much love. Thank you for taking time out of your busy lives. I never, ever take that for granted that you chose to spend a little bit of time with us tonight. Thank you so, so much. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Love y'all. Bye.